Welcome to Express News. We give you top 100 news of the day. Let's get started. In his first public address after the Pahalgam terror attack, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has vowed that India will track down and punish every terrorist and their backers. PM Modi said that India's spirit will never be broken by terrorism and terrorism will not go unpunished. Prime Minister Narendra Modi laid the foundation stone and dedicated to the nation multiple development projects in Madhubani, Bihar on the occasion of National Panchayati Raj Day. Addressing the gathering, PM Modi said that the day celebrates the strength of grassroots governance and the spirit of self-reliance that powers rural India. PM Modi inaugurated India Steel 2025, the sixth edition of the biennial international exhibition and conference via video conferencing on Thursday. The Prime Minister said the government's policies for the steel industry are playing a crucial role in making many other Indian industries globally competitive. Leaders gather for all-party meeting called by central government in the aftermath of the Pahalgam terror attack in New Delhi. Home Minister Amit Shah, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar attend. Ahead of the all-party meet, President of India Draupadi Murmu was briefed by External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar and Home Minister Amit Shah on the Pahalgam terror attack and India's diplomatic steps against Pakistan. Foreign Secretary briefed the ambassadors of various missions in India on the current developments related to the terror attack. Diplomats of US, UK, EU, Italy, Qatar, Japan, China, Russia, UAE, Qatar, Bahrain, Germany, France were those who were briefed on the Pahalgam terror attack at the South Block. In continuation of the decisions made by the Cabinet Committee on Security in the wake of Pahalgam terror attack, all existing valid visas issued by India to Pakistani nationals stand revoked with effect from 27th of April 2025 and medical visas will be valid only till 29th of April 2025. Indians have been advised against travelling to Pakistan. In a briefing after the CCS meeting held on Wednesday, India's Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri gave details of measures taken by India that include Indus Water Treaty to be put in abeyance, closing of the Atari Wagah checkpost, revoking visas to Pakistan citizens under SARC visa scheme, among others. Indian Army Chief General Upendra Dwivedi will visit Srinagar on Friday to review the security situation there in wake of Pahalgam attack. The 15 Corps commander and other Rashtriya Rifles formation commanders would be present during the visit. Israeli PM Benjamin Netanyahu called PM Narendra Modi and strongly condemned the terror attack on Indian soil. He expressed solidarity with the people of India and the families of victims. Along with released sketches of 3 suspected terrorists involved in the attack, the police has said that any information leading to the neutralization of the terrorists involved in the cowardly attack will be rewarded. The integrated checkpost at Amritsar Atari has been closed with immediate effect in the wake of Pahalgam terrorist attack. Additionally, decision is taken to scale down ceremonial display or during the retreat ceremony at Atari, Hossainiwala and Sadki in Punjab. The Indian Army launched a joint operation Burli Gully with the J&K police in Dudu Basantgarh area of Udhampur on Thursday. In an initial exchange of fire, one Indian soldier was martyred. Search operation is underway in the Tangmarg area in South Kashmir's Kulgam district following last evening's exchange of fire between terrorists and security forces in the area. All entry and exit points have been sealed. Security forces have also launched a cordon and search operation to track suspected terrorists in forest areas of Poonch district. Sources say the search operation is ongoing in Lasana forest belt of district following inputs about suspected terrorists hiding in the area. Millipole India 2025 kicked off in New Delhi. Speaking at the inaugural ceremony, French Minister François-Noël Buffet condemned the Pahalgam attack and stressed at the strong India-France relationship and matters concerning the Rafale deal. All India Institute of Medical Sciences in Raipur has successfully performed its first swab kidney transplant. becoming the first among the newer AIIMS institutions and the first government hospital in the state of Chhattisgarh to carry out this complex and life-saving procedure. India's Health Minister JP Nadda on Thursday launched Zero Measles Rubella Cases Campaign 2025-26 and released its IEC materials in Delhi. Indian Navy's latest indigenous guided missile destroyer INS Surat successfully carried out precision cooperative engagement of sea skimming target, marking another milestone in strengthening our defense capabilities. Indian equity indices ended on a negative note. At close, the Sensex was down 315.06 points at 79,801.43. The Nifty ended down by 82.25 points, closing at 24,246.7. Indian rupee ended 15 paise higher at 85.27 per dollar on Thursday versus Wednesday's close of 85.42. Gold futures maturing on June 5 were priced at Rs 95,884 per 10 grams on the multi-commodity exchange. Silver futures for May 5 maturity stood at Rs 97,496 per kilograms on the MCX. Taiwan's premier on Thursday proposed another $10 billion in spending as a special budget to help the economy deal with the impact of US tariffs. The EU on Wednesday slapped Apple and Meta with €700 million in fines for breaking digital competition rules, risking the wrath of US President Donald Trump. Tesla electric car sales in EU plunged 45% in the first quarter of 2025 as its owner Elon Musk drew criticism for his role in Trump's administration, according to figures released. Boeing CEO confirmed Wednesday that China had stopped accepting new aircraft due to the US-China trade war as the company's shares surged following a smaller than expected loss. South Korea's economy unexpectedly contracted 0.1% in the first 3 months of this year, the country's central bank said on Thursday. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is in South Africa and met with President Cyril Ramaphosa. Speaking at the news briefing, Zelensky said that he did not see signs that the United States was putting strong pressure on Russia as part of its push for peace. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov on Thursday said that Russia is continuing to work with the United States towards achieving peace in Ukraine and that it will ensure Moscow's interests are heard in any settlement. He added that Russia will continue its military operation in Ukraine. An overnight Russian missile and drone strike in the Ukrainian capital Kyiv killed at least 8 and injured more than 70 people on Thursday. A former Russian commander who criticized Moscow's military leadership in Ukraine was sentenced to 5 years in prison on Thursday after a military court found him guilty of large-scale fraud. US President Donald Trump has attacked Ukrainian President Zelensky for refusing to recognize Russia's occupation of Crimea, accusing him of harming peace negotiations with Moscow, describing the situation for Ukraine as dire. Donald Trump on Wednesday said that 25% tariff imposed on cars imported from Canada to the United States could go up. Speaking on the China tariffs, Trump told reporters at the White House that any reduction in tariffs placed on China will depend on the actions of that nation's leaders. Trump on Wednesday said that he would like to keep Elon Musk for a long time, days after Musk said that he will cut back his role in the Trump administration. President Donald Trump signed an executive order directing his administration to enforce existing laws requiring universities to disclose when they receive large foreign gifts. The US Justice Department has cancelled 365 grants, cutting funds for mental health support, crime victim hotlines, and anti-human trafficking programs. U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, speaking at the spring meetings in Washington, declared the IMF and World Bank must be made fit for purpose again. Speaking about negotiations on trade tariffs with the United States, German finance minister said that reducing uncertainty is urgent for economies and businesses. A new deportation flight carrying 174 migrants from US landed on Wednesday in Venezuela. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said that Iran in fact is a threat to the fate of all humanity and warned the Western countries will be next if Israel loses this battle. He addressed the opening ceremony Holocaust Remembrance Day on Wednesday. South Korea's acting President Han Duck-soo on Thursday said that the government will do its best to find a win-win solution in the upcoming trade talks with the United States. South Korean prosecutors on Thursday have indicted former President Moon Jae-in for alleged bribery in a case related to the appointment of his former son-in-law at a Thai airline. South Korea's Data Protection Authority said on Thursday that Chinese AI startup DeepSeek transferred user information and prompts without permission when the service was still available for download in the country's app market. DR Congo government and M23 rebels have jointly declared a halt to hostilities after talks in Qatar, marking a potential breakthrough in a conflict that has scarred eastern Congo for decades. Guatemalan police have arrested Deputy Energy Minister Luis Pacheco on charges of terrorism and illicit association. Pacheco played a key role in protests backing President Bernardo Arevalo during the tumultuous aftermath of his contested 2023 election win. St. Peter's Basilica reopened its doors on Thursday to welcome thousands of worshippers from around the world who want to pay their final respects to Pope Francis. Almost 50,000 people have visited the Basilica since Wednesday. Time for a short break. Keep watching DD India. Welcome back. You're watching Express News. Let's resume. India's national capital, New Delhi, is reeling under high temperatures. On Thursday, Delhi's Ridge recorded a temperature of 41.3 degrees Celsius in the early morning. Brahmapuri in the West Indian state, Maharashtra, recorded the highest maximum temperature, reaching 45.6 degrees Celsius. Israeli firefighters battled wildfires in central Israel with high temperatures and strong winds, advancing the flames towards the hills surrounding Jerusalem. A fast-growing wildfire burned in New Jersey's Pinelands, threatening to become the state's largest in nearly 20 years. Originating from North Africa, a sandstorm has blanketed the Lebanese capital of Beirut, with thick layers of dust visible along its coast. Failing crops due to drought are increasing food insecurity in Uganda, leaving locals with no option but to resort to unconventional meals of migratory birds. Volunteers are restoring houses left abandoned using brushes and paint after last year's devastating floods, which killed nearly 200 people and displaced many in the Brazilian city of Porto Alegre. Still repairing damage nearly 12 months after Rio Grande do Sul's worst ever natural calamity, residents worry that not enough is being done to fortify the city against another such catastrophe. UN Chief Antonio Guterres has stated that no group or government can stop the clean energy revolution. He made this remark at the conclusion of a virtual climate summit at a time when US is prioritizing a return to fossil fuels. Thick fog covered the highlands at the foothills of Turkey's Kachkar Mountains. The mist created a spectacular visual effect, resembling a vast sea of clouds blanketing the landscape. Kawasaki Robotics has unveiled Qualio, a futuristic ride-on robotic line concept. It features an all-terrain, hydrogen-powered electric generator, offering an innovative mode of transportation, in fact, by 2050. Qualio combines mobility with comfort. Its independently moving legs absorb shocks, enabling smooth travel over rugged terrain. The recently opened Auto Shanghai 2025 is attracting automakers from around the world, showcasing their vehicles at a major global motor show in Shanghai. About 1,000 car and auto parts manufacturers from China and abroad are showcasing their latest models and technologies. Thousands of migratory swans have arrived at an internationally recognized wetland on Japan's northern island of Hokkaido. The swans are expected to begin leaving their breeding grounds in Russia in early May. The second national hospital, has announced a major medical breakthrough with the successful completion of its first liver transplant surgery. An exhibition of fine and applied art titled "Horses Filling the World with Nobility and Glory" has opened at the exhibition center of the Art Exhibitions Department of Turkmenistan. The key exhibits of the exhibition include more than 100 miniature masterpieces, paintings and pieces of jewelry dedicated to the unrivaled beauty, grace and grandeur of Akalteke horses. Viettel Group held the groundbreaking ceremony for Vietnam's first hyperscale data and high-tech R&D center in Ho Chi Minh City. Using 350 kilos of strawberries, a pastry shop in Arzantuya has broken the record for the world's largest strawberry cake, which has been certified at 121.88 meters in length. With this record certified by Guinness Book of Records referee, France has regained the world record for the longest strawberry cake held since 2019 by Italy. As the video game Clair Obscure Expedition 33 launches worldwide, the debut creation from French studio Sandfall Interactive, based in Montpellier, has become a major attraction for video game fans. Morris dancers were seen performing outside pubs in London's Leadenhall Market to celebrate St. George's Day. The English folk dance, featuring sticks, handkerchiefs and sometimes chairs or even swords, is centuries-old tradition kept alive by groups across England. INB ministry sources say the movie Aber Gulal, starring Pakistani actor Fawad Khan, will not be allowed to release in India. It was earlier set to release on 9th of May. Rapper Kendrick Lamar leads 2025 American Music Awards nominations with 10 nominations for his Grammy-winning diss track Not Like Us. Post Malone follows with 18 nominations. Honey Don't, a dark comedy produced by Working Title, is set to release on August 22nd. It will have its world premiere at the 78th Cannes Film Festival in the Midnights section. 20th Century Studios has released the trailer for its upcoming sci-fi film Predator Badlands. The film will release on November 7. Prime Video released a trailer of Heads of State, an action comedy film starring Priyanka Chopra and John Cena. It will be released on 2nd of July. Green Day, a popular rock band, is set to be felicitated with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame on 1st of May. A new documentary, P. Diddy, The Rise and Fall on the Life of Sean Diddy Combs, has been announced by BBC. Netflix has released a teaser of Wednesday Season 2 and is set to release it in 2 parts on August 6 and September 3rd. American filmmaker Francis Ford Coppola to receive the 50th AFI Life Achievement Award on April 26 at Gala Tribute. Indian actors Yami Gautam and Imran Hashmi are all set to headline a courtroom drama inspired by the landmark 1985 Shah Bano vs. Ahmed Khan case. Master blaster Sachin Tendulkar turned 52 on Thursday. Considered to be the greatest cricketer of all time, Tendulkar's career spanned across 24 years, earning him numerous accolades, including the Bharat Ratna. Indian cricket head coach Gautam Gambhir has reportedly received a death threat from a suspicious Gmail account. The former Indian cricketer prompted Delhi police to investigate the security concern. In IPL, Mumbai Indians defeated host Sunrisers Hyderabad by 7 wickets in Hyderabad on Wednesday. Mumbai Indians and Sunrisers Hyderabad players wore black armbands and observed a minute's silence before the start of the match. The players, BCCI and IPL paid their tribute to victims of Tuesday's terrorist attack in Pahalgam. Royal Challengers Bengaluru will take on Rajasthan Royals at M. Chinnaswamy Stadium in Bengaluru on Thursday. RCB are coming into the game after beating Punjab Kings. They are placed at 4th spot with 10 points in the points table. New Zealand cricket is set to become the first full member of the ICC to launch a franchise in an overseas professional cricket league. In a significant move aimed at streamlining the documentation process for athletes, India Sports Minister Dr. Mansukh Mandaviya on Thursday launched the issuance of sports certificates via DigiLocker in New Delhi. Guller's cultured first-half strike earned Real Madrid a nervy 1-0 win at Getafe on Wednesday that kept their La Liga title hopes alive and left them 4 points behind leaders Barcelona. Arsenal kept Liverpool's Premier League title-winning champion on the ice, but only just as they were held to a 2-2 draw at home against Crystal Palace on Wednesday. AC Milan defeated rivals Inter Milan to reach the Coppa Italia final on Wednesday. In chess, Koneru Humpy finished joint top along with Zhu Jin at the FIDE Women's Grand Prix event in Pune to move to overall second place in the Grand Prix series. Pakistan's Olympic champion Arshad Nadeem on Wednesday said he has declined Neeraj Chopra's invitation to compete in the NC Classic Javelin event in Bengaluru. Polish tennis star Iga Swiatek admitted on Wednesday that the strict doping protocols can be stressful for players, but feels like she has been through the worst after surviving her positive test over contaminated melatonin. In Madrid Open, Emma Raducanu advanced to the second round after a 7-6, 6-4 win over Susan Lemons. All right, that's it in the Express News. News and updates will continue on DD India. You stay tuned.